Hi, today is Thursday, July 12th, and I am actually going to talk about something related to this picture I received. Young black female, 20-year-old, with her face busted up. I hadn't spoken to this female for many years, tried contacting this female, sending letters, sending texts about how to love yourself, your black self, because where I am located in Canada, there's no access to, well, where I am right now, there's actually access to some culture, but I'm closer to the United States, like Detroit and New York City, and so there's a consciousness access that is more accessible. And where I grew up in Alberta, Canada, there's absolutely no access to culture, no access to stuff that actually makes you understand who you are as a black person. So, one second here. So I received this picture of a busted up face, 20-year-old, and the 20-year-old happens to be my daughter. So people are wondering, what the fuck is this? You know, why would somebody even send a message like that to say, okay, this is your child, ha ha ha, and her face is busted up? So what I've been doing actually is I've just been activating some appropriate responses, and this is part of the slavery colonial mentality, is that when you actually don't know where you're coming from, with respect to injustices that have been done to the black community, you have some members from your black community, I say association, I don't even call them family members, because you have to actually reconstruct what family means. And you have this genetic that perpetuates a lot of the aggravation that leads to black family dynamics, that separated families and, you know, fighting over like capital assets and this kind of thing. These are Caucasian behaviors. So what black feminism does is it actually explores that dynamic, and it goes into how do you actually make sense of all this stuff. So black female, face busted up, hadn't heard from this person for a long time, and all of a sudden I get this and I'm like, oh, you know, what the fuck is this? You know, and then as a parent, you go into this mode that you don't even have to explain, you just act. And so with respect to an update with that, I actually let different officials know, and I also let some diaspora regions know this is what happens when certain things aren't presented as they should be. Leads to a lot of problems, even leads to a lot of unnecessary distractions. So busted up face, like I've got some other videos about that. You don't go around doing that to people's face. And it's not just a busted up face, but it's also an esteem, low self-esteem. So what happens to that person's self-esteem? And how do you actually get that person to reconstruct themselves so that they actually can do better in their life?